Dark Dove again with my second video update of the weekend. So more stuff which I've picked up recently, so I decided that I'd split it into two separate videos because there's quite a lot of stuff. My last video I showed you all my recent folk and jazz pickups, so now I'm going to be showing more kind of general, kind of a mixture of stuff, but with a strong emphasis on post-punk and industrial, plus some other stuff as well mixed in too. I'll start off actually not with vinyl, but with a CD. I don't get too many CDs these days, but this is a band that I've have been under my radar for a long time. I've kind of been meaning to check them out. So it is Swans. So this is an album which actually came out 2 years ago. The Seer. Now this has been shown a lot, I think, on the VC, particularly in the vinyl format. But this, I was looking up looking it up on vinyl online. I think the vinyl version is a triple album, and it is quite expensive. So I got this in Plugged, which is my local independent record store. So it clocks in. It's quite a hefty record. Clocks in at over 2 hours. It's 2 CDs and a DVD as well. I haven't yet got around to watching the DVD, but yes, this is as I said, they've been kind of under my radar. Like, I've been aware of them for years, but they've been kind of under my radar. I haven't really kind of looked into them much. Actually, Swans they actually came to Cork, to my hometown, about 2 years ago to promote this album, but I didn't get to see them, much to my regret now, because I heard the general word was a fantastic gig. So yeah, so Michael Guira, lead man. They've been going for, Swans. They've been going for over 30 years. Kind of linked closely in their early days with Sonic Youth. This is a fantastic album. The title track, The Seer, is just an epic. It's mind-blowing track. There's a lot of kind of I suppose, well, I mean, it is mainly kind of industrial, but it's also kind of not purely industrial in a kind of throbbing gristle kind of a way, more industrial rock, drone rock. There's a lot of repetition. There's a lot of kind of chanted kind of vocals. Cover is kind of intriguing. Is that supposed to be a Yorkshire, rather ferocious looking Yorkshire Terrier with what looks like it's arse on the back. Okay, so they have a new album out actually at the moment, To Be Kind, which also has gotten rave reviews, so I'll see if I can pick that one up as well, but it's quite pricey too, so maybe we'll see. Now onto vinyl. One band who, of course, these are an Irish band, so I've been aware of them for years, but I've never managed to get anything by them or have anything by them on vinyl or CD. That is the Virgin Prunes. Now their stuff is actually it's quite hard to come across their stuff, actually, even here in their home country. I think they're kind of more appreciated on the continent. This is an Italian. This is called A New Form of Beauty, parts 1 to 4. It's an Italian release from 1983, and it collects 4 EPs which they released in the early 80s. Now this die cut sleeve is quite fragile, so we'll be careful taking this out. Now the Virgin Prunes, closely associated with U2. Actually, Dick Evans, the guitarist, is the Edge's brother. But I mean, musically, they couldn't be more different to U2. You know, this. Show you there's kind of quite interesting art prints. This is very kind of experimental, some very disturbing, kind of very extreme kind of music sounds on these on this album. They were very kind of a confrontational band. They, you know, kind of in terms of their kind of stage antics, as you can see. So yeah, so Gavin Friday has gone on to forge quite a successful solo career, and Googie, who is the guy there, that's the second vocalist, he's gone on to forge a career as quite a successful artist. So yeah, so this didn't come cheap. I got this on Discogs, but I did sell a couple of records lately, so I was able to partially pay for it from those proceeds. But yes, this is a great package, musically and visually, in the kind of, you know, in the artwork and packaging that comes with it. So okay, now kind of staying with kind of post-punk industrial experimental kind of side of things. This is a live band called the legendary Pink Dots. They've been around for quite a while. They're UK, but well, they originated in the UK. They're actually kind of early on. They moved to Holland, so kind of Anglo-Dutch outfit. Musically, they're very hard to describe. They're a kind of a mishmash of a lot of genres, kind of psychedelic, industrial, post-punk. This is another Italian press, by the way. This came out in the late 80s, so it's called Greetings 9. It's an EP. It's a mini album. And there's some live recordings. Yeah, so some live concerts from France and from Italy as well. So yeah, so nice pickup again. Okay, now staying with post-punk. This is another EP which I picked up and plugged in my local independent record store. This is by a band called Human Sexual Response, and it's called Pound. I didn't know anything at all about this band, but I was kind of interested. But their name sounded interesting, and the artwork. It came out in 1981, so which was kind of a very interesting period musically. So I thought I'd go for it. It was only a few euros. I think it cost me about €3.50 or something. It was for €5, but I got it reduced. So yeah, so this is really like this. Hard to kind of compare them to. They sound a little bit to me like Talking Heads. I particularly like the bass. The very strong bass, kind of in this Blow Up, an instrumental song called Public Alley, and £1. This is on Passport Records. Oh, and by the way, the Human Sexual Response, they came from Boston, a US band from Boston. They're active in the early 80s. They seem to still have a big kind of a cult following there. It seems that they still reform kind of sporadically and play in the Boston area. Okay, so now moving on to something completely different. This is something which I spotted in the Mother Jones flea market, where I get a lot of my records. This is a soundtrack album, The Black Hole. It's a soundtrack album by John Barry, who is famous for the Bond themes, Bond music. It's a sci-fi movie. It didn't cost much. It was only a couple of euros, and I was drawn primarily to the cover because I like stuff, outer space. It looks kind of a cool cover. Yeah, so it's kind of sounds a bit. I think this movie came out I've never seen this film. It came out in the late 70s. Probably a bit of a Star Wars ripoff. The music certainly does sound a bit like the Star Wars theme in places. Okay. Ernest Borgnine is in it, and Maximilian Schmel, so it might be worth a look if it comes on the telly sometime. So there we go. Now here's an album which I'd seen shown on the VC. I might be wrong, but I think Derek, you might have shown it. I'm not 100% sure. This is by a band called the Neutrons, Black Hole Star. So this is prog rock. Came out in 1973. This features members of Man, and also some members, I think, of Gentle Giant. It's quite an interesting inner sleeve as well. Some kind of mad artwork. Yeah, this is an excellent album. This is fantastic. Fantastic opening track on it. Which is side one? It doesn't actually specify. Side one. Yes, yes. Living in the World of Today. The opening track is a cracker. Really funky kind of prog track. This is a South African pressing, by the way, and I bought this from a guy who I've mentioned before, a German guy called Rainer, in the Mother Jones flea market. He's the guy that I bought all my my krautrock stuff from. So give me a bit of business again, because I haven't bought anything off him in quite a while. Okay. Now here is something very interesting indeed. This is something actually which I jointly bought with Ben Costello. Strictly commercial, Frank Zappa. This is a 1995 compilation album. This is pretty rare. It's numbered. Where's the number again? Okay, it's a bit awkward. There it is. There's a number. So yeah, so this is quite rare. This goes for quite a lot online, and we bought it between us primarily for the purpose of selling it. I put it up on eBay. It didn't get much attention, funnily enough. I don't know why. It's condition wise it's VG plus, I'd say. Yeah, so it's not very nice condition, plays fine, but it didn't sell. I'm still not 100% sure. Try selling it again. I'll try putting it up again. But anyway, I mean, you know, Zappa. I mean, it is Zappa and it is rare, like, so I mean, it should sell. I'll finish off with the Birds. This is a double compilation album, History of the Birds, on CBS. This came out in '73. So yeah, so CBS Orange label. Yeah, so all the Birds classics are on here. Mr. Tambourine Man, Turn, 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 8 Miles High, etc. Then it goes into some other later stuff which I wouldn't be that familiar with myself. I haven't had the chance to listen to this yet. I only got it a few days ago, but I will be giving it a spin very soon, and I'm looking forward to that. Okay, so we're not running too long, 16.5 minutes. That's everything, so I will leave it at that now. So have a great weekend, everybody. Well, what's left of the weekend. Have a good Sunday. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time.